Hello friends, welcome to all. Today we are going to study Cartesian product of sets, relation and types of relation. So we start with the Cartesian product of sets. Definition: Cartesian product of sets. Definition: let A and B be two non-empty sets. The Cartesian product of A and B is the set of all ordered pairs AB with A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So see here, Cartesian product of set. Here we consider the two sets, set A and set B, be any two non-empty sets. So the Cartesian product of A and B is the set of all ordered pairs AB with A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. That is A cross B. So Cartesian product is denoted by this A cross B is equals to, the elements is of the form ordered pair AB with A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. Okay. So A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So this is called Cartesian product. Okay. Now we see some examples. So first example, let set A is equals to 4, 5 and set B A, B, C. Okay. So here set A 4, 5 and set B A, B, C. Okay. Two sets are given. Now here we want to find the Cartesian product of this set. So first of all we find Cartesian product of AB, A cross B. So here observe this, set A cross B, order pair AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So here we can take first order pair 4A. So in this order pair 4 belongs to set A and A belongs to set B. So in same way, in similar manner we take the pairs, then 4B, 4C, then next 5A, 5B and last one 5C. So this is the Cartesian product of set A and B. 4A, 4B, 4C, 5A, 5B, 5C. So first element belongs to set A and second element belongs to set B. Okay. Now we find the Cartesian product of B and A. So that means here we want to find B cross A. So here B cross A. For B cross A, we take first set B and then second set A, right? So here A4, A belongs to B, 4 belongs to A, right? Then A5. Similarly, B4, B5, C4, C5. Okay. So here A belongs to set B and 4 belongs to set A. This is the Cartesian product of set B and A. Now we want to find the Cartesian product of A cross A. Cartesian product of A with A. Okay. So here we consider A belongs to A and B again belongs to A. That means we get A cross A. So 4 4 4 5, then 5 4 and 5 5, right? 4 4 4 5, 5 4 5 5. Okay, so this is Cartesian product of A cross A, of set A with A. All of you get it this? Okay. Now observe this example here, A cross B and B cross A. So from this example, it is clear that A cross B is not equals to B cross A. So from this example, it is clear that in general, A cross B is not equals to B cross A. That is, Cartesian product of set A and B is not equals to the Cartesian product of set B and A. Okay, all of you getting this point? Okay. Now, next, so now again in the Cartesian product, we consider the order pair AB and CD. If we consider the two order pair AB and CD, right? So here we say that order pair AB and order pair CD both are equal if and only if A is equals to C and B is equals to D. So here order pair order pairs AB and CD are equal if and only if A equals to C and B equals to D. So here order pair AB and CD are said to be equal if and only if A is equals to C and B equals to D. Right? Now write down remark. So observe this example here. Set A contains 2 elements. Set B contains 3 elements. Okay. So here 2 into 3 is 6. Now count the elements of A cross B. A cross B contains 6 elements. Right. So here similarly B cross A also contains 6 elements and A cross A contains 4 elements. So see here A contains 2 and B contains 3. So Cartesian product contains 2 into 3, that is 6 elements. So that means if set A contains m elements and set B contains n elements, then Cartesian product contains mn element. Okay. So here again here A contains 2 elements. A cross A contains 2 into 2, 4 elements. Get it this? So write down remark. If A contains m elements and set B contains n elements, then the Cartesian product of set A and B contains mn elements, right? M into n elements. Get it this? Now next remark. Next remark. If A is empty or B is empty, right? If we consider either set A is empty or set B is empty, then their Cartesian product A cross B is also empty, right? If A is phi or B is phi, then A cross B is also phi. So this is second remark. So all of you get it. Cartesian product of set, that is, if we consider two set A and B, then the Cartesian product of AB is the set of all ordered pairs with A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So all of you get it this? Okay. Now next point, relation. Relation. Definition. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. A relation R from set A to B is subset of A cross B. So here we consider two non-empty sets and a relation R from set A to set B is a subset of A cross B. Okay, so here write down remark. If order pair AB belongs to R, then we say that A related to B. Then we say that A related to B by R, and we write it as A related to B. Okay. So see here, if order pair AB belongs to R, then we say that A is related to B by R, and we write it as A related to B. Okay. Now second note. If A and B are equal, remark, if set A and B are equal, then we say that R be a relation on set A, and in this case R is a subset of A cross A. Okay, so see here, A and B are equal, then R is a relation on set A, and in this case R is subset of Cartesian product of set A with A itself. Okay, now next definition of domain and range. So first we see domain of relation R. So the first of all, relation, let R be a relation from set A to B. R be a relation from set A to B. The domain of relation R is denoted by domain DOM of R. So domain of relation R is denoted by DOM of R is the set of elements in A that are domain of R is the set of elements in A that are related with some elements of set B. Okay, so domain of relation R is the set of elements in A that are related with some elements of B. Okay, so this is called the domain. That is, domain of relation R is subset of set A. Okay, now range of relation R. So same, let R be a relation from A to B, the range of R is denoted by RAN, range of R, and is the set of elements in B that are paired with some elements of A. So range, that is the set of elements in B that are paired with the some elements of A. So all of you get it, domain and range. Now we take the example of this. So here we take two sets. Example, set A is equals to 1, 2, 3, so on up to 16, and set B 1, 2, 3 and R. Defined relation R from A to B is 1, 1, 4, 2, 9, 3 and 16, 4. Okay, so this is the set. So here R, that means it contains the order pair AB belongs to A cross B such that A is equals to B square. 1 is square of 1, 4 is square of 2, 9 is square of 3 and 16 is square of 4. So here we want to find the domain and range. So first of all, find the domain of R. So domain of R is nothing but the elements in set A that are related to some elements in B, or that are related to some elements of B. Okay, so domain is 1, 4, 9, 16. 1, 4, 9, 16. This is the domain of relation R. And range of R. So here range of R, that is the elements in B that are paired with some elements of A, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is domain and range. So all of you get it, domain and range. Okay. Now next point, types of relation. So here reflexive relation, symmetric relation, antisymmetric relation, transitive relation, these are the types of relation. Okay, so first of all we see the reflexive relation. Types of relation. First, reflexive. So here reflexive relation, that is A related to A itself, is called reflexive relation. Definition: let a relation R on set A is said to be reflexive if order pair AA belongs to relation R for every A belongs to set A. That is, A related to A for every A belongs to set A. Okay, so R be a relation on set A, it's said to be reflexive if order pair AA belongs to R for every A belongs to set A, that is A related to A itself, right? For example, if we consider the set A 1, 2, 3, then here we want to find the reflexive relation of this set A. So R is equals to reflexive, that is A related to A itself. So 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. So this relation is called as reflexive relation on set A. 1 related to 1, 2 related to 2 and 3 related to 3. Now if we consider R1 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 2. Okay. So here in R1 1, 1 and 2, 2. 1, 1 and 2, 2 belongs to R1, but 3, 3 does not belongs to R1. Hence R1 is not reflexive. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 belongs to R. So R is reflexive. But R1 is not reflexive since 3, 3 does not belongs to R1. But R1 is not reflexive, since order pair 3, 3 does not belongs to R1. Get it this? Now next, symmetric relation. Second type, symmetric. Definition: let R be a relation on set A is said to be symmetric if for any two elements AB belongs to set A related to B implies B related to A, right? Then we say that R is symmetric relation. AB belongs to set A, then A related to B implies B related to A. Then we say that R is symmetric relation. For example, again we consider set A 1, 2, 3. Okay. Suppose we consider relation R 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Right? So here in this relation 1 related to 2 and 2 related to 1. That is A related to B and B related to A. So this relation is symmetric relation. 1 related to 1, again 1 related to 1. A related to B, B related to A. So this relation is okay. So A related to B and B related to A, then that type of relation is symmetric relation. Then next one, antisymmetric relation. A relation R on set A is said to be antisymmetric if for any two elements AB belongs to set A related to B and B related to A, this implies that A equals to B. Then, okay, so antisymmetric, that is for any two elements AB belongs to set A. If A related to B and B related to A, then this implies that A is equals to B. So this type of relation is called antisymmetric. Now next, transitive. Transitive relation. A relation R on set A is said to be transitive if A related to B, B related to C, this implies that A related to C for all A, B, C belongs to set A. Okay, so transitive relation, that is A related to B, B related to C, this implies that A related to C. For all ABC belongs to set A, then this type of relation is called as transitive relation. So we see the example of transitive relation. So we consider the same set. Set A 1, 2, 3. So here we consider the relation R 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So here 1 related to 2, 2 related to 1 and 1 related to 1. So that means A related to B, B related to C and A related to C. Okay. That is 1 related to 2, 2 related to 1 and 1 related to 1. Okay. So that's why R is transitive. Okay. So all of you get it, the types of relation. Okay. Now today we stop here. In next lecture we will see the examples of relation. Okay. So We stop here. Thank you.